Welcome to Love Island, where Callum and Rebecca are waking up to their first morning in the Love Shack.
And it's not the same as when Paul and Isabella were in there. For a start, there's not as much begging and pleading.
But enough about Paul, although we may yet see Rebecca on her knees. But not everyone was happy to see them go. Sending Callum and Rebecca into the shack took away the two people that Abby was most likely to end up in the sack with.
Not that anybody was in the mood for romance yesterday morning,
Oh, no.
because the night before our castaways held a typically glamorous celebrity party.
Yes, folks, they got pished. Paul tried it on again. It's an Irish thing. Paul tried it on again with Isabella, and the lads nearly had a fight. If only the island had a kebab shop, it really would have been a perfect evening.
Yeah, I've been thinking that myself. Now, if you don't remember, and they certainly don't, here's a quick reminder of what went on.
So let's make this clear. Paul didn't do anything, and he didn't regret anything that he didn't done.
And he wasn't drunk either. He
Oh,
was
no.
he was upset.
Yes, I often wake up with bloodshot eyes, a splitting head and a mouth like a badger's arse whenever I've been upset the night before. In fact, Kelly, after the show, I'm thinking of heading down to the hotel pool and getting upset as a fart again this afternoon.
Yeah, and as we all know, Patrick, you get upset really easily, don't you?
Yeah, thanks.
Anyway, for Abby, the day took a turn for the worse when you sent Callum and Rebecca into the Love Shack. Now, the question everyone's asking is...
Are they going to... Oh, sorry.
I think you know.
So I think Rebecca's quite excited. That jacuzzi wasn't even turned on.
No.
Absolutely.
You're gross.
No, it's true. And just to give you an idea of the sexual tension there, did we see the little look there that Callum gave her?
I know. Yeah. He's so into her.
He's so
they just need to loosen up a bit.
She's gonna get it.
Anyway, back in the resort, they weren't a happy bunch, and there was only one thing we could do about it.
What was that?
We need to just give them something new to moan about.
Absolutely, it was time for another day trip decider.
Hello there and welcome back to Love Island, where the sexual chemistry between Callum and Rebecca is almost enough to set the Love Shack alight.
And if the sexual chemistry doesn't do it, Abby just might.
Back in the resort, the rest of them were nursing hangovers, but things picked up for Jane after our day trip decider.
And how very special she must have felt knowing that her fellow celebrities voted her less attractive than Michael Greco.
Looks like they had a lovely day out though. Although Jane only managed to crack open the crab by pretending that it was Lee's head.
Yes, so just to recap, Jane is voted the most ugly and then catches crabs on a date with Fran. Not one of her better days.
Okay, but back in the resort, the boys had decided to play a little game that would reveal what they thought of Isabella, Abby and Liz.
Yes, a game played for generations here in Fiji, known locally as Marry, Shag or Dump. Paul there playing his own version of the game called Shag, Shag or Shag.
Which brings us back to the Love Shack, where it was dinner time and both Rebecca and Callum were determined to make a good impression. I've heard about channels like that.
Have you?
Yeah, mostly from you, Patrick.
Yes, Callum there, who says he can't stop smiling. He's just been locked up for 48 hours with a bisexual woman with fake breasts. What's he got to smile about? That's what I want to know, eh?
Anyway, while Callum seemed to be onto a sure thing, late last night Paul was enjoying his usual level of success.
Oh dear.
How can a girl say no?
Aye. You got to feel sorry for Abby, don't you?
I do, I feel so
dear,
sorry.
oh dear. And I'm sure many of our female viewers will also share that empathy, especially those of you who've ever had your leg dry humped by next door's dog.
Yeah, so moving on. You remember last week, after 48 hours in the Love Shack, Isabella had to choose whether to keep Paul or swap him for Callum, who was in second place.
But on tomorrow's show, you will decide whether to leave Rebecca in the shack or swap her for Abby.
Yes, it's a big decision and it's all yours. Should we just have a look at them?
Let's have a wee peek. Let's see what they're up to. That's happy.
Eating shock horror.
Okay, you'll be stirring it all up again tomorrow, but that's it from us. Don't forget that Matt's over on ITV too, but we're back at the same time tomorrow. We will see you then. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.